Hello guys, I'm 𝐊𝐞𝐧𝐭. I'm a real estate consultant. Today I'll be taking you through factors to consider while purchasing land in Kenya, or rather 3 questions you need to ask yourself before you purchase land in Kenya. That said, let's go to factor number 1 or question number 1. Are you there and you are thinking of purchasing land in Kenya? This is the first question you need to ask yourself. Why do you need to buy this piece of land? That is our factor number 1. Once you ask yourself, unataka kununua hii shamba ya kazi gani? That will enable you to go to factor number 2 and our factor number 3. So there are 2 reasons why people purchase land in Kenya. Reason number 1, for stability and security. Reason number 2, for income and growth. I'll elaborate each point. So reason number 1, for stability and security. Hapa ni penye unanunua shamba, or you get a piece of land to build your home, so you want to feel stable. Kila mtu akipata nyumba kuna ako ka feeling, you feel you have moved from one step of life to another step. So unatafuta shamba for residential purpose. For security, hapa ndi penye you want to secure your future generation or your future maybe after retirement. So you're buying this piece of land to help your kids or the next generation or yourself during retirement. Reason number 2, you're purchasing this land to generate income. So right now ukienda ununue shamba unataka kwanza rentals. Hizo rentals zitakusaidia kugenerate income. The same way unaweza chukua hiyo shamba for irrigation, you plant whatever you want to plant and then you generate income from that. You can still use the same piece of land you hire to somebody else. You don't want to know what they'll use for that piece of land. The same way you generate income from the same piece of land. You can also do maybe in rural areas, you construct a borehole and then sell water to the neighbors around. So whatever you'll do to that piece of land, it will help you generate income at the current moment when you're purchasing that piece of land. So for growth, here is where you do the speculation. It's like an investment plan for you. So maybe you want to buy this piece of land right now because you need like 2 million in 5 years time. And you know this area going for like 500,000 right now. In 5 years time, you can be able to get the 2 million shillings, sorry. So you buy that piece of land for growth, to develop yourself in maybe something else. You need that amount to maybe start a business, build a home or something else. So once you have decided why you want to buy this piece of land, this will help you save you time and energy, not only for yourself or for also the people who will help you through the journey in purchasing land. Once you have known the reason as to why now you want to purchase this piece of land, this will help you know the location, the environment that you'll purchase the land. For example, if I personally want to buy a piece of land for residential purpose, I'll go for a developed area, maybe near a town, let's say Nairobi, Kisumu, Nakuru. And like when I want to buy land for irrigation, I'll pick a place that water is available and maybe security. So once you know the reason as to why you want this piece of land, location, development, these are the things that now you will consider according to what you want to do with the piece of land. That said, for example, for a person who is doing this for investment, you need to do your research as to why this particular place will give you a certain amount of money after a certain period of time. For example, if you have 500,000 right now and you want to generate like 2 million in maybe 5 years to come, so you have to know which area and why will that area be going for 2 million in 5 years to come. Once you know that, when you get to the ground, you'll know, I won't buy land in Mombasa Road, or I won't buy land in Thika Road or Kangundo Road, depending on how this place is growing. So you have to do your research and know how the environment is. So after you've done that, now we can confidently go to factor number 2, which is our question number 2. So everyone has that goal of maybe owning land in Kenya. Kila mtu anataka kupata shamba Kenya. So hapa ndipo najiuliza, I want to do this. How will I achieve this goal? So here is financial ability. Are you able to purchase that piece of land at that particular moment? Sahi unafikiria kununua shamba. Uko na uwezo ya kununua hiyo shamba sahi. Do you have the money to do that? So you have to ask yourself, if I don't have the money, what am I supposed to do to get the money to buy that piece of land? That way, once you go to the ground, you will not waste agent's time ama time yako na unajua au yuko ready. So before uanze hiyo process, make sure uko na hiyo pesa ama unajua you can maybe take a loan kwa bank. Usha inquire how long will it take you to get that loan. You have another asset that you can maybe sell and get the cash to buy that piece of land. So get your facts right on how to get that amount of money to buy that particular piece of land. Ukishajua hivyo, it will be easier for you now to go to our factor number 3. So don't start buying land if you don't have the ability. Get the cash if you have savings. How much do you have? Don't overspend. Buying land is not an emergency. So take this amount of money and say, this is what I want to use to buy land. So once you go there, you have a fixed budget. Don't go there and overspend, and then you'll be left suffering afterwards, because land is a hard asset. So selling it again will take you time. So get your money. If you have to get a loan, know how long it will take you to receive that money to your account. If you have another asset that you want to dispose, do that, then get the money. Now start the journey of purchasing that piece of land. If you do that, now you can go now to our factor number 3, which is our question number 3. Our factor number 3, which is our question number 3, is where to purchase this piece of land. Tumemaliza step number 1, ushajua mbona unataka ku get this piece of land. Number 2, ushajua uko na pesa ama hauna, ama kama ushapata hiyo pesa, sasa uko ready kununua. Ushamaliza hiyo step, sasa unajiuliza utatoa wapi this piece of land, because you cannot buy land kama venye unaenda kwa soko unachukua nyanya ama kununua mkate. So ushaeka hizo other factors into consideration, sasa umefika unataka hiyo shamba. Where? Here is now where you do the research. This is another area that you'll need time before sasa you start the journey. So do your research about maybe real estate companies you might want to work with. Ask your friends, your workmates, your relatives. Do research on Google, social media, and then you'll come up with maybe 2 or 3 companies you want to work with, or maybe agents that you can work with. Once you have maybe, like for example, 4 companies you can work with, maybe company A, B, and C, check their reviews online before you go to the company physically. Go to their social media platforms, check the comments. That way it will build confidence and you'll know how genuine these companies are. Called kusema ukweli hapa nje kuna comment. So fanya research yako, ingia online about that company. Maybe umeambiwa this company wana sell genuine lands. Ingia online, fanya research yako. After umeshafanya hiyo research yako, now umesettle maybe let's say company A, B, and C, I can consider them. Don't go physically to the offices, call. For example, 𝐊𝐴𝐧𝐿 nimeamua nataka kununua shamba for residential purposes. So I want maybe to stay near Mombasa town or Nairobi town, a developed area. So I'll call company A. What are the products available right now? I want a piece of land for residential purposes near Nairobi. So company A, the agent will tell you tuko na shamba so place flani na flani. You key that down. You call company B, what products they are offering at that particular moment. Watakwambia, unaandika chini. The same to company C and company D or agent A, B, or C. Once you umechukua the products they are offering, now you'll decide if you'll visit company A, B, C, or D. Because you might be wanting a commercial plot at this particular moment, but company A, they don't offer that at that particular moment. So you'll not waste your time going to their offices and they don't have a commercial plot or a commercial piece of land at that particular moment. When you have keyed in down what they are offering, now you'll take the step of visiting their offices. So you say, maybe on Monday I've scheduled a meeting for company A. So you wake up and you visit company A. Once you get there, you'll refer to what they told you via call. You called, you asked, do you have residential plot or a residential piece of land? And they said yes. Now this is your chance to prove whatever they told you, maybe via phone, messenger, message, email, whatever means of communication you guys used. So this is your chance to do a physical site visit. I'm sure you're asking yourself what a physical site visit means. This is what a physical site visit means. You called and they told you, I'll use an example. We have a commercial plot touching Mombasa Road. Now you're in their offices and you want to see that particular piece of land. So don't let them tell you, you know, it's 2 kilometers from here and you have to go there physically. They say it's touching the highway or maybe 500 meters from the highway. This is your opportunity to go and prove whatever you are told is true. So the company will facilitate that, I hope. They'll take you on site and you'll go and see physically if whatever they told you is true. And this is your point for gaining trust with whichever company you're planning to work with. So if they told you the piece of land is touching tarmac and you find they lied, that's what we call a red flag. So make sure whatever they told you via call is what they are offering on ground. You go on ground, for example, for residential area, they told you there's water, there's electricity, there's schools available. Go and see for yourself. So you can even talk to neighbors around, you can ask where the school is, you can ask where people get water from. For electricity, it's something physical, you can see by your eyes. So once you've done that, you do the same to now company B, C, and D. And now you can come back on the table and now decide, whatever I saw on company A is not suitable for me. Maybe company B is better, company C, no. Once you have done the comparison, now you'll settle maybe for 1 or 2 of the companies and say, let me go for company B, I guess it's more suitable for me. And now you have selected you want to work with company B, you have selected the piece of land maybe you want to buy, and now here is where you start another whole process of the steps of purchasing the piece of land, because you just don't go give cash and then you give it the piece of land. It's another whole process to do that, which I hope I'll take you through some other time. You can reach me via call or WhatsApp on the number linked below, and please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Until next time, be blessed.